Welcome to the future programmers. I'm happy here that I'm dealing with the future programmers. So let's start with another topic that is nested if else in Python. The basic if else already we have seen in the previous tutorial. In the previous video, those who have not seen, please first see the previous tutorial of if else where we have experienced the basic if else. And in this, we are going to deal with nested if else in Python along with some practical experience. Here we are going to deal with nested if else. So we'll start writing the program. So this program is for nested if else. Simple if else we have seen. So when we require nested if else, at the time when only one condition is checking is not sufficient, more conditions are there. For example, when we go to purchase something in market, discounts are given on various slabs, on various cut of the prices. Like if you have done the shopping above 10,000, you will get 10% discount. If you have done the shopping above 5,000, you will get 5% discount. And if you have done shopping above 1,000, you will get net 100 rupees discount. So there is various conditions. So that's why we have to deal with various conditions, and in programming for dealing that we'll be using nested if else. Means when one if is not sufficient, we'll be using if within if or if within else. So let's start. Any number I'm taking, no equal to 90. Various case studies further we'll see. If no is more than 90, then just print statement more than 90. Now else. If means within else, right now you only pay attention for the syntax. Within else, if we want to put if, within else if we want to put if, then how we will write? We'll write else colon and then one more if condition. So in the if condition, if no greater than 75 and no less than equal to 90, then print between. We can print any message. Else. If we require more conditions to go, then again we'll be doing the same thing. We'll be writing else and then within that if, as we have done over here. Else within that if. And here also else within that if. So this way we can increase. So here you need not to go for the logics, just you see the syntax how we are writing. Firstly, we have written if and then condition. Along with if, always we write condition, then the satisfactory, whatever we need to do, if this condition is satisfied, what we need to do, that we have written over here. Now in else part, because more conditions I need to write, so I have written more like this, if. Then if what is to be done is written over here. Then in else, again more conditions if we need to write, then again if. So this way the ladder will increase. Always you see, never we are writing condition in else, we are writing condition in if. So if and then else, again if, else, again I'm writing if. This way if you want, you can increase ladder till the requirement of the question. So this is nested if else. Means one if else, this if else is where this particular if else is within this else. This particular if else is within this else. So let us see this with various examples. So here, as you can see on the screen, just a small program where we are inputting amount. Before to that, let me tell you the condition. What are the condition? This program will calculate the discount, and how to calculate the discount, what are the conditions? First, let me tell you that. So here the question is, if the amount, just a variable amount, if amount of purchase is these triple dot, I think you are knowing, they are comment lines, and that comment line starting means these are non-executable statement. Comment line in Python means non-executable statement which are ending over here. So if I write this here, there won't be any error. So the conditions are given over here. If amount is more than 50,000, then give the discount of 18%. If it is between 20 and less than 50, 12%. If it is above 10,000 and but less than 20,000, then it is 8%. And otherwise there is no discount. So exactly 50,000 will be coming over. We have to think for the exact amount also. If 50,000 is the amount, then 18%, exactly 50,000. If 20,000, then 12%. If 10,000, then 8%. And obviously less than is clearly written over here. So in the program, we'll understand that firstly we have taken the input. So as we know, input function takes in string, and if you want to clear all these doubts, you have to see the previous videos. These things will be clear to you. Input function by default takes in string, and then we are converting that into float because it's a calculation of discount. So result may come in fractions. So accordingly we have done so. And if the amount is more than 50, then we are giving the whatever amount accepted from keyboard, that amount to be multiplied by 18 divided by 100, as we calculate simply the percentage. And after calculating the discount, we are storing it into the variable disk if the amount is more than 50,000. Else, mainly you have to understand the ladder of if else. Else, again a condition starts over here, and you can see this is little indented. So again a condition starts, and the condition is clear to you, I think. It's more than 20,000 and less than 50,000. Then what will be the discount? Else. So this else belongs to this if. And there were more conditions to go beyond the second slab. There was more conditions to go. So here again if is written, and the discount is being calculated, and finally if the suitable data is not there, there is no discount. Suitable data means for the discount if there is no provision because the amount is not falling in the slab, then there is discount is 0. So as you can see this ladder very clearly, if else, within that this if else, and within this else, this if else. So all are balanced. It may happen that if can work without else. Suppose I am removing this else part. If I am removing this else part, then this discount, if I am removing, this will be said as dangling if without else. So this will be said as dangling if, where there is no else for this if. Let's run this program and see the output. So if the amount is 69,000, no output is coming. The reason is because I have not written any print statement. Only I have entered the amount. Discount is being calculated, but discount won't get printed till I am not printing it explicitly. Means I am not writing any code for printing, so it is not getting printed. So here I am entering the amount once again, 69,000. So according to the coding, it is giving the discount 18% if more than 50,000. Again you can run it and enter the different amount, because the way we are using the program means we have to check for every condition. Right now we have checked only for this above 50,000 here. Above 50,000. I have given the amount 69,000 and it is being calculated. Now you run the program once again and give the values between 20 and this one. Give the values between 20,000 and 50,000 and see whether discount is being calculated properly or not. Then third time again you run and give the values between 10 and 20 and you check whether the discount is being calculated or. And lastly, you should give any value which is falling below 10,000 and see the discount won't be given. So you have to check or test the program for every situation. Sometimes it happens that for half of the program is running correct when you are giving certain data, but when you are giving a different data, the program is not running. So before declaring whether the program is proper or not, you should run the program in various means all the conditions you should check, and then only you should tell whether my program is correct or not. Then only you should be satisfied. So again, if we run this, and this time I am going to give amount below 10,000. Equivalent, yes, what about the equivalent? Equivalent data is also coming over here. So equivalency part also sometimes we forget, so that also to be checked. This time I am giving 8,000. Discount is 0. So 2 slabs I have checked. Further you can check in this way. Any query, you are most welcome. For this question you can comment. You can very well see here I have used nested if else, and that is indented. Indented means you can see the ladder how it is going. If else, and then again within if else to that, and again. So there you can see there are 3 layering. The outer layering, this one of if else, first layering this, then second layering this, and then third layering. So all are written in a proper indented form. Gap is also very much essential. This gap is also very much essential, which you can see in front of this if or this else, and this if and else is written in same line, same column. From here the coordinates are same, and for this if else same coordinates they are being written. This matters a lot in Python, so you have to take care. And this statement you can see I have written completely parallel to these, where amount, this main if else. That means this statement is not the part of if else, this is outside if else. If else is over here. There are various ways of writing the code. Now next we'll see the another way of writing this kind of ladder of if else, but in a different way. Now we are going to see the statement elif, written, that is known as elif. Elif. What is elif? Else plus if is elif. Else plus if is elif. A very artistic way I have written for you in a calligraphic form, in an artistic way. Else plus if is elif. So this elif is written, and one easy part or easy job here is, you can, if you are using elif, you need not to go for indentation as we have seen in the previous program. If I open the same program once again, you can compare. You can see on the screen the ladder. This is this side, right towards your right hand side when you're watching. Then, and this is the left side. So the ladder you are maintaining over here, that is not required. You can write in a straight line, means all are indented same, no special indentation for any if else, because we are using elif. And here we have to maintain that also, that after every else we have to give colon. That also we need to, every else, every if. Obviously here also we have given this. I need to remove, little syntax error is there, I'll be removing that. This is not required. This is also not required. This is not required here. Yes, because I am giving colon over here. So if you are comparing, you can understand the easy way. The easy way, which one is easy? Obviously the left side, because there is no indentation. There is no indentation, a typical or little tedious work you have seen earlier, but this is the simple way. So in place of else if, where you need to write this way, else and if, There you can write even elif, and rest everything is same. So you can practice the solution in this way also. Now let us see one program where we are trying to prepare one report card sort of details. So where we are taking the marks of different subjects, your favorite subjects. I think I have included my favorite subject, computer application even. So in English, you are taking input from keyboard. In science, in maths, in social science, I think you are aware of by this time by these coding. Even those who are a little bit confused, I hope no one is, but still, you can write the same code in 2 lines. Actually, what input function does, input function allows to take input from keyboard, but it always gives the data in a string form. String means group of characters where you cannot do any arithmetic calculation. If there is 12, if you are entering 12, 12 will be entered, means 12 will be considered as string, not as a number. So what is the difference between these two? This is a string, first one is a string, and this is a number. So because we have to do the arithmetic calculation, so we want a number. So for converting the string into a number, we use int. So first we have taken the input in the variable CA, then CA value is converted to int, that has been stored to comp appl. You might be thinking that very typical variable names, identifier name, these are identifier English, math, science ma'am is taking, but you have to take some proper names. Don't take ABCD or XYZW, it's very ugly looking, or that is not the conventional style of writing program, or in programming that is not encouraged. So take proper names that examiner while correcting your copy will feel comfortable, and easily you will be getting marks from his or her pocket. So that is up to you. As much formatting, I will be guiding you, as much formatting, as much presentable you can make your program, that is up to you. So these 2 lines can be converted into 1 line, as here we have done. These two, in place of these 2 lines, you can write 1 line even. How come? When you are, you can, if you see this line properly, when you are taking input in CA, then further CA values is converted into integer. Here also same thing. First we are taking input, and then that is being converted to integer. Integer is a function, float is a function that converts the data to integer or float value. So we want integer value. If we want float value, means decimal values, we'll be writing float. If suppose in marks you are getting 89.5, then obviously you require float entry, so you should take help of float function. But if we are sure that numbers won't be in decimal, we can take integer. So that is up to you. So CA, when I'm writing CA, that means this whole line I am writing. CA is representing this whole colored line. So in place of CA, I could have written this also. CA is representing from input till this last small bracket. So which is marked here, which is highlighted, this portion, in place of CA we could have written that also. So which we have done in earlier lines. So the two function merge to one statement here, and here we have written in 2 lines. So for every 1 line you can create 2 lines, but to shorten the code length, we are 2-line coding. Like here we are compacting that into 1
line statement. After taking the input, we are finding the total of all the marks. So total is of all the marks variables. You can see English, math, science, social science, and comp APPL. Here, yes, this is a mistake. I must not have written here CA. I am required to write comp APPL, and you have to very careful about the case also. Lower, if I'll be writing here capital O, that will be wrong. Why? Because here I have taken small o. So as Python is case sensitive, so you are required to write small o. So comp APPL to be added along with other subject, that is the calculation of total, and then after that we are calculating the percentage by dividing it by 5. We require in float value, so we have not given floor division, we have given the division with decimal values. And the slab is such that when percentage is more than 85, then grade A student will get. If in between 75 to 85, means more than 75, not exactly 75, if more than 75 till 85, then grade B. If more than 60 till 75, grade C. If more than 50, here more than 60 and less than 75 or exactly 75, then C. If more than 50 and less than exactly 60 will be D, and if below, means if anyone is getting below 250 or exactly 50, then the student will get grade E. And finally, I'm printing the grade. Yes, this printing part I'll be telling you to complete, where you can print the result of the student. Means all the subject marks along with total, you have to print in such a way all the subject marks, total, percentage, and even you can add one more field, that is name. So after explaining this, I'll be telling you to create such a program where a report card style of generation will be there in printing. So you run this program, I guess you will be getting the correct answer. But test the program in every aspect, not only in one. Like one value you take above 85, one value between 75 to 85, one value between 60 to 75, one value between 50 to 60, even sometimes take exactly 50 also. So exactly 50 should come to E. So suppose one or two slabs will be running. So but we have to enter various marks. Enter the marks for English, 89, 99. I love maths, so I have given in science. Then in your favorite subject you can give the full marks even if you wish. I'm giving 100 over here. I wish the same for you all, that in both you should get 100 out of 100 in IPCS. So the grade is A because the percentage calculation is coming more than 75,000 if you calculate. Now this way you can calculate other, or you can run for other slabs also. Now we'll run the extreme lower grade, that is below 50. So I don't wish to give these marks, but I have to check the last grade. 0 I won't be giving, but very 25. I'm very sorry to give this marks, but okay, PER is not defined. Okay, students, now it's your time to tell me why this PER. As you can see, I have told you that Python is case sensitive. This is capital P. See, that's why I said to check all the conditions. When I checked, when my marks was more than 75, there was no error because PER was written very proper way. But so let's open the code and see. You can see over here when the percentage is more than 85, it is capital P it is using, and here I have used small p. So small p is not matching with capital P, so this is a mistake. That's why it's not coming. So I have to write here PER, capital PER. So once again we'll run this with the lower values and we'll test it. Hmm. In computer science, at least one should get the grade is E because it is the lowest marks. So this is how we have seen.
Here something is for you which you can connect, a kind of meme, a kind of humor related to programming. You can compare the code writing of C and Python, and you can be happy to be a Python future programmer because 3 lines code of C converted to 1 line in Python. You can understand it. The traditional postage method of letters and the email. What is the scenario now? The email and the letters. So if we get any letter nowadays by post, we become very happy. A small kid is saying that if hunger is more, then feed me. Otherwise, then only you can play with me if I had enough of food. So, junior programmer. Now, in exams, how can you get the help from your Google Guru? That's all for this tutorial. Keep smiling. Like these memes are very humorous and you can enjoy this. Thank you.